In 2008, the world's financial system nearly collapsed. Banks fell like dominoes, governments printed trillions, and the phrase, "too big to fail," became a warning etched into history. Amid the chaos, two survivors emerged, one ancient, one digital. Gold, the metal that outlived empires. Bitcoin, code that outsmarted governments. Both promised freedom from inflation and control. But as the next global crash looms, only one may truly survive. And the answer might depend not on markets, but on trust. Because in the end, money isn't just numbers or metal, it's belief. Every generation faces the same question: what's real money? For thousands of years, gold defined wealth. From pharaohs to Federal Reserves, it symbolized power and permanence. Then came the digital age, and Bitcoin dared to challenge that throne. Now, in an era of trillion-dollar debts, inflation spikes, and banking collapses, people are asking again, which store of value will protect us when paper money burns? This isn't just about investment, it's about survival. Economic survival in a system built on credit, confidence, and control. So today, we'll travel through history, from the golden vaults of ancient empires to the digital blockchains of the 21st century, to find out whether gold or Bitcoin will stand when the next crash hits, and when trust disappears. For over 5,000 years, gold was the ultimate truth. It didn't rust, it didn't vanish, and it couldn't be printed. Kings went to war for it. Nations built reserves around it. When the US dollar became the global standard after World War II, it was backed by gold. 1 ounce equals $35. But in 1971, President Nixon changed everything. The US temporarily removed the gold backing, a decision that was never reversed. Money became paper, debt became limitless, and gold became a relic. Yet every time the system trembles, in 1987, 2008, or 2020, investors still run to gold. Why? Because when humans lose faith in governments, they return to what's real, the metal that doesn't need Wi-Fi or a password. In 2009, while banks were being bailed out, an anonymous creator named Satoshi Nakamoto released Bitcoin. His white paper wasn't just technology, it was rebellion. A currency with no central bank, no CEO, no permission. Only 21 million coins would ever exist, impossible to inflate. People laughed at it. Then it grew, from a few cents to over $60,000 a coin. Bitcoin became the digital gold, a symbol of financial independence, especially in countries with collapsing currencies. But unlike gold, Bitcoin lives on code and consensus. No physical vault, no history of kings, just cryptographic trust and a network of believers. Every financial crash exposes what's real and what's illusion. In 2008, people discovered that even banks, the pillars of modern finance, were fragile. In 2022, Bitcoin fell by 70%, proving it wasn't immune to panic either. Meanwhile, gold stayed relatively stable. But here's the twist. Gold's stability comes from age and scarcity. Bitcoin's volatility comes from youth and innovation. The difference isn't just in material, it's in time. Gold has 5,000 years of belief behind it. Bitcoin has barely 15. So when fear hits, people trust what their ancestors trusted. At least, for now. Central banks hate losing control. Gold they can store. Bitcoin they can't stop. That's why many countries are now exploring CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. Digital money that's programmable, trackable, and controllable. Imagine a world where every transaction is visible, where spending limits can be imposed instantly. In that world, gold feels heavy but private. Bitcoin feels light but vulnerable. Governments can ban exchanges, freeze wallets, or tax crypto aggressively. But they can't stop the idea, and that's what makes this battle truly dangerous. It's not about wealth anymore. It's about freedom. The real secret isn't whether gold or Bitcoin wins. It's that both exist because people no longer trust the system. For thousands of years, gold was our way to escape governments. Now Bitcoin is our way to escape banks. Both are born from the same human instinct, the fear of losing control. But here's the paradox. Gold depends on physical scarcity. Bitcoin depends on digital belief. Gold is the past we can touch. Bitcoin is the future we can't see. And maybe that's the ultimate truth of money. It's not about what's real, it's about what we agree is real. So whether you hold gold bars or cold wallets, remember this. The most powerful currency isn't metal or code, it's trust. In every crisis, we rediscover what we value most. Gold represents permanence, the weight of history. Bitcoin represents evolution, the speed of change. Maybe neither will win. Maybe they're two sides of the same coin, one built from atoms, the other from algorithms. The next crash will test not just our economy, but our faith in money itself. When that day comes, remember,